I mean, I look at Craigslist as kind of a model of what type of company I want to be from a
Okay.
structural standpoint, where, they have 50 full-time employees. It has a lot of traffic and it makes a lot of money, and it could make a lot more money if it did different things, but it doesn't need to. So I think there's something that, like, I really want to create a company that gives a lot more value than it needs to extract. So that's kind of like to sustain. Um, and to me, 17, 20 people, thinking about them in my lives and really, trying to work together isn't a small group. A small group is me alone on my computer editing stories. So that's what a small group is. Um,
We're way past that.
yeah, and I mean, I think the studies have shown you can kind of have on the high end like 130 people in your social circle, but really some of the other studies is more like 40. So when you look around like that range, like part-time plus full-time, we're already hitting that 40 range. It's like, how many people can I, really keep in my mind and like help them? So as you start to look at these companies that get bigger than that, like the CEO can become very removed from the work itself. And I want to be an individual contributor first and spending my time making, and then, around that, spend time making a business. So that's just as far as I've been able to, with that mindset. I've only gotten to this point, and I'm very happy to stay in this point. I think we can get better at our jobs and make a lot more money with a small elite group. So that's yeah, part of it, as a founder, you have to match the business to your personality. You have to match how the team functions to your personality. You have to understand the limitations of your own personality. Because if you set up a
Right.
situation where you're an introvert and you've created a business where you have to do 8 meetings a day, you're probably going to fail. You've unsuccessfully matched, what your mind wants to do with what it can do that makes money and what it can do to help others. So I
Mm.
think I've, grown a little bit over the years where I'm not understanding I'm an introvert, understanding I have to spend more time on the keyboard than I do in meetings like this in order to make HackerNoon grow. So yeah, I think the if I could pass anything on to founders, to just be more aware of, like, their personality will shape the business whether they like it or not. So if they get in front of it a little bit, they can probably have a better outcome.